Hi, I'm Sheila Alheit, world-class astrologer, tarot master, spellcaster, medium, and all-around magical being. And I'm here today to talk to you about this week's astrology. And this week's astrology is about a lot more than this week. A major shift is going to occur in just a few hours. And we and our lives as we know them are going to be changing. Or let's put it this way, we'll need to change. And regardless of whether or not we resist it, will be changing. So let me begin with, I think, two very important quotes. One, I am one. I am only one, but I am one. I cannot do everything, but I can do something. And I will not let what I cannot do interfere with what I can do. And the second one, in a world where you can be anything, please be kind. So, on Monday, July 7th, a major shift occurs, and the energy of the world as we know it will change because the planet Uranus leaves the earthbound sign of Taurus and begins its 7+ years stay in the air sign Gemini. Uranus is the planet that never went to charm school, never learned to play nice. Uranus operates in its own way and not with gentleness or subtlety. It comes in, it shakes things up, it delivers wake-up calls, and it powerfully stimulates societal change. Uranus in Gemini will reshape life as we know it. Uranus is the planet of electricity, the digital world, artificial intelligence, electronics, humanity, freedom, revolution, and sometimes genius and madness. It is entirely unpredictable. There is a saying in astrology, with Uranus, always expect the unexpected. There will be paradigm shifts related to the messenger god Mercury, which is Gemini's ruling planet, up to and including the way we gather and process information, the way we make plans and network, the way we communicate and interact with the planet and each other. Even our modes of transportation will be affected. We're already seeing that in small ways and in big ways. Just look at the air traffic controllers, whatever that is. This is Uranian, and Uranus does not come to punish us. Uranus doesn't come to make our lives difficult. It comes to tear down the old so that we will see the flaws in it and build better, build newer, build better. So Uranus is coming along showing us what is wrong with our society at this point and what can be right, and giving us an opportunity to make it right. This Uranian shift will demand that we walk our talk, and it will insist that for the good of humanity, we make the changes needed to establish and build a more humane and inclusive world. The need for independence, freedom, and moral right are some of the themes for Uranus, no matter what sign it's in. And this is especially so now that it'll be in the communication sign of Gemini. Please make sure you are mindful in doing the things that will help you take care of your nervous system, because Uranus in Gemini will highly stimulate it. These tools include meditation, spending time in nature, dance or light exercise, and getting plenty of rest. Now, with Uranus and Gemini, your mind's going to be spinning a lot of the time. So it's really important to make sure you do those things. Meditation, spending time in nature, get rest, and just move. Gentle movement is really important. So, and you will probably need to see, as a matter of fact, I highly recommend that you see a good nutritionist, because you're going to need to increase your intake of fortifying supplements and nutrients. This is going to be no slow-paced passage of Uranus. Uranus in Taurus was much slower and kind of heavy. Uranus in Gemini is air. It's moving, and it's constantly moving. So that's the news there, starting at actually 3:45 a.m. Eastern time. It begins. Now then, on the other side of the coin, we have more news. Thursday, July 10th, we have a full moon in Capricorn. So that means moon water, which I'll talk about in a minute, but let's talk about this moon in Capricorn. Capricorn is an earth sign. It's very practical. It believes in structure and in foundation. And Capricorn is the sign of success and maturity. So this positive, results-oriented full moon is together with the planet Mars. Mars is the planet of how we take action. The moon is, those are the moods. This is the energy of what we're doing right now of the planet. Mars comes along and it makes a harmonious, beneficial trine aspect to the moon because Mars, current Mars, is in the earth sign Virgo. So you have two earth signs communicating with each other, which means great opportunity for practical results. The Capricorn full moons are goal-oriented. They support practical plans and they want success. This full earth sign Capricorn moon is asking you, as it makes its trine with the earth sign Virgo, Mars and Virgo, asking you to make the most of what is even more powerful, a type and a set of energy, because it's not just the full moon, it's the full moon trine, beneficial, harmonious aspect, Mars, how we take action. So on that note, I will say, I almost forgot, moon water instructions. So moon water, get yourself a vessel. I use a cup. Get yourself a vessel, fill it with water, put it in the windowsill so that it can get the rays of the moon. Always cover the vessel, because if you don't, you will find some insect, some critter swimming in your moon water. What you want to do is let it stay in the windowsill on the windowsill for 3 days leading up to the full moon and 3 days after the full moon. So increase, apex, release. The thing to do, to remember, is if you don't have a windowsill that can gather the energy, anywhere a wall that leads to the outside wall will do. Why? Because the moon doesn't need a window to get its energy through to you. So make moon water, use it in your tea, your coffee, pour a few drops in your bath water, cook with it. Pets and plants love it. And it being in Capricorn, it's really going to be great for helping you to remain grounded, helping you to focus on what you want to achieve, and helping you to have the strength and the courage to accept the rewards of your efforts. So on that note, I will say, again, I am only one, but I am one. I cannot do everything, but I can do something. And I will not let what I cannot do interfere with what I can. And in a world where you can be anything, please be kind.